Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, now we are facing a very critical situation because of corona pandemic. We cannot take any class in the classroom physically, and so can't you. Take physical exercise and seasonal fruits daily. Take good foods that can increase your immunity. Only your immunity system can protect you from coronavirus. Please stay home and stay safe. Watch our online classes on Facebook page and YouTube channel. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to online class of Kishorganj Government Boys High School. It is Muhammad Abul Kashem, Assistant Teacher, English. Today I am going to take a class on grammar. My today's topic is transformation of assertive to interrogative, assertive to exclamatory, assertive to imperative, or vice versa. For the students of class 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So dear students, let's start the class. Assertive to interrogative or vice versa. Look at rule number 1. Affirmative assertive equals negative interrogative. That is, if the sentence is in affirmative assertive, we have to transform it into negative interrogative. For example, affirmative assertive, I drink milk every day. Negative interrogative, don't I drink milk every day? Or do I not drink milk every day? Affirmative assertive, he bathes every day. Negative interrogative, doesn't he bathe every day? Or does he not bathe every day? So look at the sentence. It is an affirmative assertive. And don't I drink milk every day or do I not drink milk every day is a negative interrogative. He bathes every day is an affirmative assertive. Doesn't he bathe every day or does he not bathe every day is a negative assertive. So if a sentence is an affirmative assertive, we have to transform it into negative interrogative. Rule number 2. If the sentence is in negative assertive, we have to transform it into affirmative interrogative. For example, negative assertive, I don't drink tea. Affirmative interrogative, do I drink tea? Negative assertive, she can't drive the car. Affirmative interrogative, can she drive the car? So look at the sentence. I don't drink tea is a negative assertive. Do I drink tea is an affirmative interrogative. She can't drive the car is a negative assertive. Can she drive the car is an affirmative interrogative. So if the sentence is in negative assertive, we have to transform it into affirmative interrogative. Now rule number 3, everybody, everyone, or verb affirmative equals who plus verb negative. So everybody, everyone, all will be replaced with who, and the verb affirmative will be transformed into negative verb. Verb negative. For example, affirmative assertive, everybody likes flower. Negative interrogative, who doesn't like flower. Affirmative assertive, all respected him. Negative interrogative, who didn't respect him. So look at the sentence, everybody likes flower. Who doesn't like flower? All respected him, who didn't respect him. So everybody is replaced with who, and likes is an affirmative verb, and likes is replaced with doesn't like. Doesn't like is a negative verb. Here all is replaced with who, and respected is an affirmative verb. So respect is replaced with didn't respect. Didn't respect is a negative verb. So instead of everybody, everyone, all, we have to use who. Then verb affirmative will be turned into verb negative. Rule number 4, nobody, no one, none, verb equals who, verb, note of interrogation. So for example, negative assertive, nobody likes her. Affirmative interrogative, who likes her? Negative assertive, none neglected me. Affirmative interrogative, who neglected me? So look at the sentence, nobody is replaced with who, none is replaced with who. So we did not change rest of the sentence. We have to change nobody, no one, none with who. So nobody, no one, none is replaced with who. Rule number 5, there is no use equals what's the use, or is there any use? So this portion is have to transform what's the use, is there any use? So for example, negative assertive, there is no use of the book. Affirmative interrogative, what is the use of the book? Negative assertive, there is no use of coming to school. Affirmative interrogative, is there any use of coming to school? So look at the sentence, there is no use is replaced with what's the use. There is no use is replaced with is there any use. So there is no use will be replaced with what's the use, or is there any use. There is no man equals who is. For example, negative assertive, there is no man richer than Kamal. Affirmative interrogative, who is richer than Kamal. Negative assertive, there is no man fatter than Jamal. Affirmative interrogative, who is fatter than Jamal. So look at the sentence, there is no man is replaced with who is. There is no man is replaced with who is. So there is no man equals who is. Look at rule number 7, friendship is nothing equals what is friendship. For example, negative assertive, friendship is nothing but a name. Affirmative interrogative, what is friendship but a name. Negative assertive, life is nothing but a walking shadow. Affirmative interrogative, what is life but a walking shadow. So here look at the sentence, friendship is nothing is replaced with what is friendship. Life is nothing is replaced with what is life. So friendship is nothing equals what is friendship. We have to transform like this. It doesn't matter equals what though. For example, negative assertive, it doesn't matter if he goes there or not. Affirmative interrogative, what though if he goes there or not. Negative assertive, it doesn't matter whether he spends much money or not. Affirmative interrogative, what though whether he spends much money or not. So look at the sentence, it doesn't matter is replaced with what though. Here it doesn't matter is replaced with what though. So it doesn't matter equals what though. Now assertive to exclamatory or vice versa. Rule number 1, subject verb a or an, very great, adjective or adverb and rest of the sentence equals what, a or an, adjective or adverb, rest of the sentence, then subject verb, note of exclamation or exclamation mark. So if there is a or an in assertive sentence, we begin exclamatory sentence with what. So we have to follow this structure to transform from assertive to exclamatory. For example, assertive, it is a beautiful word. Exclamatory, what a beautiful word it is. Assertive, he is a very rich man. Exclamatory, what a rich man he is. So look at the sentence, assertive sentence. So in the sentence, there is a, so we have to begin exclamatory sentence with what, then a beautiful is adjective, bird is beautiful bird is the rest of word, and it is subject, and is verb, note of exclamation. Here there is an a in the assertive sentence, so we have to begin the exclamatory sentence with what, then a rich man, rich is here adjective, then the rest of the word, subject he, then verb is, note of exclamation. Rule number 2, subject verb, very great or adjective or adverb equals how, adjective or adverb, subject verb. So if there is no any an or a in the assertive sentence, we have to begin exclamatory sentence with how, then we have to use adjective or adverb, then subject verb, note of exclamation. For example, assertive sentence, the handwriting is very good. Exclamatory, how good the handwriting is. Assertive, my hair grows very quickly. Exclamatory, how quickly my hair grows. So here there is no any an or a, so the exclamatory sentence will begin with how, then we have to use adjective. Here adjective is good, then the subject is the writing, and verb is, then note of exclamation. How quickly is adverb, my hair is subject, grows is verb. then note of exclamation. So follow this structure to transform into assertive to exclamatory or vice versa. Rule 3, subject with subject where equals if subject where. So subject which is replaced with if in exclamatory sentence. For example, assertive sentence, I wish I were a king. Exclamatory, if I were a king. Assertive, he wishes he were a bird. Exclamatory, if he were a bird. So I wish is replaced with if, he wishes is replaced with if. So subject with subject word will be transformed into if subject where. Subject with subject had, exclamatory will be had subject and rest of the sentence. For example, assertive, I wish I had the wings of a bird. Exclamatory, had I the wings of a bird? Assertive, I wish I had a computer. Exclamatory, had I had a computer? So I wish is replaced with had. Had goes before the subject. Had goes before the subject. So subject with subject had equals had subject, note of exclamation. Rule number 5, subject with subject could equals would that subject could, note of exclamation. For example, I wish I could be a child again. Exclamatory, would that I could be a child again. Assertive, I wish I could be a bird then. Exclamatory, would that I could be a bird then. So I wish is replaced with would that. I wish is replaced with would that. Rule number 6, it is a matter of joy that equals hurrah. So for example, so it is a matter of joy that we have won the game. Exclamatory, hurrah, we have won the game. Assertive, it is a matter of joy that he has got a plus. Exclamatory, hurrah, he has got a plus. So it is a matter of joy that is replaced with hurrah and not of exclamation. It is a matter of joy that is replaced with hurrah and not of exclamation. Rule number 7, it is a matter of sorrow that equals alas, not of exclamation. For example, assertive, it is a matter of sorrow that he is undone. Exclamatory, alas, he is undone. Assertive, it is a matter of sorrow that our school has no any library. Exclamatory, alas, our school has no any library. So it is a matter of sorrow that is replaced with alas, not of exclamation. It is a matter of sorrow that is replaced with alas and not of exclamation. It is a matter of appreciation that equals bravo, bravo, not of exclamation. For example, assertive sentence, it is a matter of appreciation that you have done well. Exclamatory, bravo, you have done well. Assertive, it is a matter of appreciation that she has played well. Exclamatory, bravo, she has played well. So it is a matter of appreciation that is replaced with bravo and not of exclamation. Now assertive to imperative or vice versa. Look at rule number 1. second person verb affirmative equals base form object. So if an assertive sentence begins with second person, then we use a base form object and rest of the sentence. For example, assertive, you should do the work. Imperative, do the work. Assertive, you open the door. Imperative, open the door. So look at the sentence. You should do the work. Here subject is second person and the verb is should do is an affirmative verb. So to transform into an imperative sentence, we have to use base form object. So do and rest of the sentence. Assertive, you open the door. Here the subject is second person, open is a verb, affirmative verb. So to transform it into imperative, we have to use open the door, base form object and rest of the sentence. Second person verb negative, so we have to equals do not, don't, base form. So if an assertive sentence begin with second person and the verb is in negative, then we have to begin an imperative sentence with do not or don't, then we have to use base form. For example, assertive sentence, you should not go there. Imperative sentence, don't go there. Assertive, you do not run in the sun. Imperative, don't run in the sun. So look at the sentence, you should not go there. So here the subject is second person and the verb is in negative. So we have to use don't, base form. Here subject is second person, verb is in negative. So you have to use don't, base form. Look at rule number 3, second person never, verb object equals never, base form. So if an assertive sentence begins in second person and second person follows never, so we have to begin imperative sentence with never, then we have to use base form. For example, assertive sentence, you should never tell a lie. Imperative sentence, never tell a lie. Assertive, you should never go out. Imperative, never go out. So look at the sentence. Here the subject is second person and should never. Second person is follows never. So you have to begin the imperative sentence with never. Here look at the sentence. You is a second person and you follows never. So you have to begin imperative sentence with never, base form. Rule number 4, first person or third person verb object equals late objective form of subject, base form. So if an assertive sentence begin with first person or third person, we have to begin an imperative sentence with late, then we have to use objective form of the subject, that is first person or third person, then we have to use base form. For example, assertive sentence, we should help him. Imperative, let us help him. Assertive, he sings a song. Imperative, let him sing a song. So look at the sentence. The subject of the sentence is in first person. So we have to begin with late in imperative sentence. Late object, objective form of we is us, then base form. Here the subject is in third person singular, he. So you have to begin the imperative sentence with late object, objective form of subject, he, so he means the objective form of he, then we use base form. So let object base form, let objective form base form. Rule number 5, first person or third person, verb negative, let object not base form. So if an assertive sentence begins with first person or third person and first person, third person follows negative verb, then we begin an imperative sentence with let objective form, then we use not, then base form. For example, assertive sentence, we should not hate the poor. Imperative, let us not hate the poor. Assertive, he does not drink milk. Imperative, let him not drink milk. So look at the sentence here. The subject of the sentence is we, first person, and it follows not. So here to begin the imperative sentence with let objective form of subject we, then not base form. Here the subject is third person singular number he follows not, so we have to begin the imperative sentence with let objective form of subject not base form. Let objective form of subject not base form. Kamal Jamal verb negative, let not Kamal Jamal base form. So if the subject of the sentence is a proper noun, and if proper noun follows a negative verb, so we have to begin this sentence like this. Transform the sentence like this, let not proper noun base form. For example, assertive sentence, Belal does not help the gang. Imperative, let not Belal help the gang. Assertive, Kamal does not drink milk. Imperative, let not Kamal drink milk. So here Belal is a proper noun and Belal follows not negative verb. So we have to begin the sentence with let not proper noun base form. Here Kamal is a proper noun and Kamal follows negative verb, so we have to begin the imperative sentence with let not proper noun then base form. So the next class on degree and its transformation is coming soon. Thanks for watching the class.